As a realtor who serves buyers and sellers in both the Charlotte and Winston-Salem markets, I often get asked about commute times, highway congestion, and what daily driving really looks like in and around each of these beautiful cities. So today, I'm going to answer that question by driving straight into the morning rush hour traffic to show you firsthand. This video isn't about which city is better, it's just a real-world look at what you can expect during peak morning traffic if you live or work near either one. Part 1 will focus on Charlotte, and Part 2 will cover Winston-Salem. Make sure you stay with me until the very end because what you learn today is going to make your commute easier tomorrow. Amy. Thank you so much. I'd like to take care of the person behind me too.
Okay.
So I'm all fueled up with my drink and I'm heading on to 52 South, heading towards Charlotte. It is now 7:23 a.m. and my expected arrival time at the home I'm going to see is 8:24 at the moment. Let's see if that changes as we keep going down the road. We're coming up on Childress Vineyards. It's one of the most beautiful parts of the commute, actually headed down and headed out of Winston-Salem. It's right off of Highway 64 and it's just a lovely place to go. Grab some lunch, some brunch, maybe a glass of wine. It is owned by the Childress family, Richard Childress of NASCAR fame, and it's just a great spot to stop. And maybe not on your commute, but definitely when you have some time over the weekend. As we get closer to the southern part of Lexington, that's where Highway 52 South and 85 South merge, heading toward Charlotte. That's where you get additional lanes and you're going to see an increased number of cars. So that's what you're going to see as we get closer to Spencer and then on down toward Salisbury. We are currently at 8:01 a.m. and we are in Concord right now. So we're just getting into Concord, North Carolina, which is basically a suburb north of Charlotte. So as we get closer to Charlotte, we definitely notice people getting the Charlotte Motor Speedway vibe and deciding that they must be on the racetrack. So we definitely notice a whole lot more people who are increasing their speed, swerving in and out of lanes. So just be very cautious in your commute just to make sure that when you're watching these merges and all kinds of traffic coming in, that you are staying safe and aware. It's more defensive driving here and in this area rather than just continuing to roll like we were seeing previously in our commute. It's 8:08 right now. Definitely noticing a decrease in our speed by about 15 miles an hour from earlier in the commute. So just be sure, be aware, be safe, because there are some crazy people out there. Well, it's 8:14 a.m., just a few minutes past my last update, and we're now hitting the brakes. So here we are, kind of creepy crawling. We're doing 30, but you know, we're crawling for sure. We're kind of going residential speeds on the interstate. So definitely have hit a slowdown in our commute. We are currently about, I would say, 5 miles outside of Charlotte proper. Wow, I am actually stunned. It is 8:27 a.m. and we're headed into downtown. We are off the interstate, headed into downtown, and we made some great time. So really, that commute, sometimes it can get those snags that we did hit, but for the most part today, happy Friday. So we're headed back north out of Charlotte, and 77, both north and south, both have express lanes. Those express lanes are accessible to anyone, and they are either billable by mail, or there is also the NC Quick Pass. The NC Quick Pass is something that if you're going to be a regular commuter, then you can pay a certain fee to have that pass, and you can use the express lanes and not worry about getting billed by mail. And you're going to pay a whole lot less than someone who just decides to pop in. Now, you totally can just decide to pop in, and there are places to pop into the express lanes and pop right back out of the express lanes, and you'll only get billed for just that portion that you used. So it's a really, really great thing if you know that there's a certain area where things are getting jammed up. You can kind of get around that jam and then pop back on and not have to worry about paying anything further for getting right back on the regular lanes of 77. So it's just a way to make the commute a little bit easier if I-77 is the best way for you to get out and about. We got really lucky in Charlotte last week. Holy cow. So here we are on a Friday again, same time, different location. We're headed into Winston-Salem. So Charlotte has so many different avenues and different highways that are going to come in and feed into Charlotte. We've got 85, we've got 77, we've got the Beltway kind of around Charlotte. So that really contributes to a bottleneck and kind of things really, really backing up. Whereas when you're in the Triad area, and especially Winston-Salem and Greensboro, you're really looking at 85 and 40. 85 and 40 are going to feed in. There's going to be some backups here and there, some places where it kind of tightens up a little bit, but then after that, it kind of just starts to flow. So the backups don't tend to be quite as backed up. So we're at 8:09 a.m. We are just about to merge onto I-40, and right here at this juncture is where I-40 and 52 start to come together. And 52 is going to be a pretty major thoroughfare for those who are maybe in the northern area of Forsyth County commuting into the city of Winston-Salem. So we really kind of have one of those small bottlenecks that I was talking about right here at this spot. So you'll kind of see what's going on there. So it's 8:14 right now. So in 5 minutes time, we were able to get onto I-40, merge onto Highway 52, and head straight to downtown Winston-Salem. Also this way, we have Winston-Salem State University. We have Wake Forest Baptist Hospital, which is really renowned in this area, especially for Brenner Children's Hospital. It's a lot of people who are coming into town and moving here to be able to not only be involved in the industry that is in downtown Winston-Salem, but especially in the medical field, to be involved at Wake Forest Baptist. So it's 8:35, and we just really flew into downtown. We did not really hit anything at all. Most people get into their jobs right around 8:30 in the morning. That's what we see for a lot of corporate jobs and a lot of the jobs that are right here in downtown Winston-Salem. So we're just going to give you a little bit of a view all the way into downtown. So we've come full circle. We've started in Winston-Salem, we've gone to Charlotte, we've come back to Winston-Salem. We've seen what the traffic looked like on a Friday, and we got really lucky in Charlotte, for sure. And we definitely had easy traffic today. I hope that this has made you more informed about what traffic patterns can be like, about what things feed into the different areas, and what commuting would be like from here to Charlotte, or from Charlotte right back to Winston-Salem. If you'd like more information about either of these regions, I actually cover both the triad region of Winston-Salem, Greensboro, and High Point, as well as the Charlotte market. I'd love to meet with you and see what we can do to get you here.